Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day, where we continue our recitation from Bhavana Khari Mahalla Panjama, composition of the fifth Nanak, Guru Arjan, entitled The 52 Letters. And our recitation today is the 51st stanza or step, pauri, of Bhavana Khari. The slok, and then the pauri. Slok Har Har Mukh te Bolna, man uthe sukh hoye, Nanak sab mein rab raya, than thanantar soye. Pauri. हैरो घट घट सगल कै पूर रहे भगवान, होवत आय सद सदीव दुख पंजन गुर ज्ञान। हाउ छुट कै होए आनंद, तै हाउ नाही तह आप, हते दुख जन्मै मरण संत संग प्रताप। हित कर नाम दृढ़ दयाला, संतै संग होत कृपाला, ओरे कछु न किन्हू किया, नानक सब कछ प्रभ ते हुआ। हर हर मुख ते बोलना, मन उठे सुख होए. When we intone Gurbani with the tongue, when we recite Gurbani with the tongue, Har Har Mukh te Bolna, that's the literal meaning. What is recited gradually seeps into the mind, man vutte. It recedes into the mind as the essence of what has been recited. And then it lives in the mind as the source of bliss. Man vutte sukh hoy. Nanak sab meh rav raya, than thanantar soy. So asserts Nanak here that sab mein rav raya, that brilliant sun, if you will, that light of wisdom, is all pervasive. Than thanantar soy. And in the pauri explains further. He says, Gur wisdom, Gur Gyan, enlightened me on the eternal Har Self. In other words, I was imparted with this knowledge that the Har Self, the Har, is Sad Sadiv. It is eternal. I was also instructed by Guru wisdom that this Har Self brims with fullness. Pura rahe Bhagavan. Bhagavan is completely fulfilled. And that this eternal Har Self that is brimming with fullness actually resides in every heart. Hero ghat ghat sagal ke. So it is there, we are unaware. And this self dispels all sorrow, dukkha panjan. Now, in our system of thinking, there are three kinds of dukh or sorrow that have been identified. Adi, Upadi, and Vyadi. Adi are experiences of unhappiness that we have essentially caused ourselves. Upadi are natural disasters, and Vyadi where there is interaction with others. So the goal of Gurmat is to enable us to reach a state of mind where there is no sorrow, where we can escape this sorrow. And that place is called Mokh, Mokh Dwar. It's a space within, it's not a physical space, but it's a way of living. So the Guru says, you need to know the Har Self, because it's in that space You will not experience dukh. And so in order to reach there, you have to erase your ego, because your ego is indeed the source of those sorrows, or those unhappiness. How chute hoye anand. So there is a condition. It goes hand in hand. And now he touches on making association with the Gur Enlightener, because that is the only way to access Gur wisdom. And he says that is the glory of making association, is that the suffering of birth and death comes to an end. Hate dukh janma maran. It's the same thing as saying the death of all sorrow. And this Gur Enlightener is compassionate. Hitkara naam dridaye de Allah, and trains the mind lovingly in self-knowledge. And he does that in the endearing company of evolved individuals. Santa Sang Hot Kirpalla. And so what the Guru is saying is that when you are in unity with the self, you realize your true nature, your authentic nature, which is of bliss. That this misidentification with body, with objects, with things, is really the underlying current of sorrow, because it ties you down, because then you want to perpetuate happiness, pleasure. The ego is a pleasure-seeking instrument, but pleasure comes mixed with sorrow. The seeds are in there, and you then get tripped into this cycle. So that's the cycle we have to escape. On that note, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.